There's a knot in my chest which I can't untie. My body feels stressed and my mouth feels dry. It's like I can't even breathe. There's a pounding in my head. I'm scared of the things underneath my warm and cozy bed. Anxiety strapped to my back.
Hello and welcome to my first Loose Woman and Man. I haven't done one of these for at least 6 months, but I will start doing these once a week when it's my day off. So on today's show was Nadia Sawalha, Ruth Langford, Judi Love, and Brenda Edwards. So the first topic was about a leading head teacher saying that parents shouldn't be double checking what homework has been set for their children. She says it prevents pupils from growing up and taking responsibility for the demands of daily life. So should parents help kids with their homework? I don't really see why it prevents pupils from growing up and taking responsibility for the demands of daily life, because you don't do homework every day in your life. But I don't think parents should double check homework. I think they should be on hand if they if their child has a question or wants to double check with you on something, but it's their responsibility to do their homework. Judi was saying that you shouldn't help your kids, and that she was old school and helped her. She helped her son once at doing a maths test, and she admitted to the teacher that she helped, and her story was so funny. Judi Love is literally one of the most hilarious comedians. She's just hilarious. So yeah, because what they did back in the day, homework wise, is completely different to what they do now. Nadia has strong feelings on having no homework during primary school, and I completely agree with her. I think homework should only start from secondary school, because primary school, you want to go out, play with your friends, you know. So the next one was, do rebound relationships ever work? Ollie in Love Island has left the villa, which I didn't know about because I haven't watched it yet. I'm watching it in a minute. So that was a spoiler for me, because he's still in love with his ex. So do they ever work, rebound relationships? I agree with Brenda. If you go from one relationship to another and it doesn't work, it's a rebound. If it does work, then it's not. Then Nadia brought up her blue boyfriend. And she said that she was rebounding like a pinball machine to try and ease the pain. So if you don't know Nadia's blue boyfriend, apparently you could see he was so pale you could see his veins and all that coming out. Which, yeah, I don't know how she could. I don't know. But she's with the lovely Mark now. That's the main thing. So next was, should dads be allowed to stay on maternity wards overnight. Midwives in Scotland has said that men are using maternity wards like a hotel. And men hanging around, bringing in McDonald's, watching football and all this. Nadia's first thoughts was that she agrees with the midwives. And then she rang her lovely husband Mark up, and he found it upsetting because obviously there's a lot of men out there that aren't like that. And Brenda was a single mum when she gave birth. And she was saying how she felt like excluded for us, like seeing the men going to their other halves and stuff. So all she wanted to do was just shut everyone out, shut the doors, curtains, which I could understand if you're pregnant and you're becoming a single mum, why you'd feel like that. Next up is, could social media help loneliness in OAPs? Over 1 million, I think Ruth said it was 1.9 million that suffer elderly that suffer loneliness in the UK. But over 1 million of the elderly say they can go without talking to anyone over a month, which is really sad. And because of them, this is why we're here in this country. This is why we have the country we have. I think they all agree with that. Social media would be good for the elderly. It might not. It might help with their loneliness, but also it might get them out of the house a bit, meeting up with people, meeting up with friends, connecting with people online. Could obviously there are good things and bad things about social media, like obviously the security, scams and all that, which there should be some sort of training for that. But I agree with Nadia, there is so much more good than bad on social media, but we always hear the bad things on social media. So maybe it's about time we heard some good things on social media. So the guest on today's show was as part of Loose Women's Fertility Week. Guest Anton Beke, who went on to open up about him and his wife Hannah's fertility problem, which so many people go through every day, and how IVF got them their beautiful twins. I think the main reason having him on today's show is that you don't see like a man's perspective of going through IVF, of how it makes them feel and stuff. So it was nice to see him open up, and it was brave to open up about such a personal thing. He was saying how his wife Hannah is one of the best mums and wife, but he didn't know if he wanted kids. Only if he met the love of his life, that's when he would want kids. But Hannah had endometriosis, sorry if I said that wrong, which is why they had fertility problems, because it gives the pain, swelling, it makes you look like you're pregnant when you're not, but also it can stop you having kids as well. And for them, IVF was the only option. And he said that he takes his hat off to everyone that's going through it, with the big injections and that you got to have. But obviously there is adoption as an option as well. There's not just IVF. IVF can cost thousands of pounds. I absolutely loved his honesty and the love he has for his family. I met him once, and yeah, he was such a lovely guy. And the last topic was about saving your pet's life. Do you know how to save your pet's life? I wouldn't know what to do. So they had a vet on the show to show everyone how you can save a pet's life that's collapsed. There are so many dog trainers out there that does this sort of training. If you feel that watching a video or watching someone else do it isn't quite the same as doing it yourself, kind of thing. So there's so many dog trainers out there that can help you. So now you'll see a video that will show how to save a pet's life, a dog's life. So yeah, watch this and yeah, take it in. So that was how to save a pet's life, and was all on today's show. So I will see you again next Monday.